In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the data validation. That's the drop-down menus, if you ever have to update them. So the first of, I think, three drop-down menus that are in this entire spreadsheet are the institution information drop-down that has all of the schools in it. This one's the easiest to update because there's only one of them that you really need to worry about. So let's say you were in the universities tab, and at the bottom here, we'll just, for argument's sake, I'll show you how to insert a new project. So just insert, copy all of, like, you do the drop down here for the university you want to copy, highlight all the rows, insert below, and so that you insert the same amount. And then you copy, click the row below, and paste. Remember to click that row below so that we copy the school label that I talked about in one of the other videos. Then you just change the name here, so we'll just say University A. Okay, so you want University A to populate in the summary spreadsheet because in the list, because it won't right now. This is sorted alphabetically, so there's no, let's see, there's no University A sorted there, right? So you just go to the Lists tab, and I've got a list of all of the institutions. So just add it to the bottom, makes things a little bit easier. Go down to the bottom, you just go click here and equals, then navigate back to the Universities tab, and then click the title. Okay, so then no matter what you change this name to, say you got the spelling wrong or whatever, it'll update there because it's equated to that cell. And then you can just highlight this entire list and then you can sort alphabetically. Do that, right click, sort range, A to Z, and then you'll see University A goes above University to Hearst, or right below it, sorry. Oh yeah, because that's a French word with an E instead of a Y at the end. So yeah, University A goes there. Also, in the summary tab, you'll just have to update your um, list here on the left. So just at the very bottom of that, do equals, and then go to your list and click that entry, University A, and then extend the formula. So highlight this. Actually, what I'll do is I'll do it for you. I'll just extend the list down a number of entries, and then it will populate. If you were to enter something else here, it would do a lookup function, and it says no info when there's an error. So if there's ever no info, you just know that there's either an error or it can't find any info on that school. Um, cool. The other time you'll have to use data validation, this one's more complicated, is when you're either changing the list of entries available in the innovation type for the parks or in the contacted option. So let's just do the contacted option because it's simpler. So currently, whether or not you've contacted a school is based on this box here, this yes or no. I just made it a list for any time you have a yes or no checkbox. You can use this list, and there are options that aren't actually included right now. So in the universities tab, it just says contacted yes or no because you'll either it's just a true or false statement. But let's say you were being mysterious and you wanted to include a maybe option if you have contacted the school. So you can do this one of two ways. You can either click and then control click every option that this applies to, or you can just edit this one box and then copy and paste it throughout the spreadsheet to update the rest of the entries. Because if you go through the spreadsheet and you control click all of these, and then let's say you've got like you're almost down at the bottom of the list, and then you misclick, it's gonna unselect all of those, and there's no way to get them back. So an easier way is just to click this, and then go to oh, I showed you how to update the list. I didn't show you how to actually change the data validation. So what I'm about to do applies to this box that we just did in the summaries tab as well. This excuse me, institution list here. So this applies to both of them. So click the box that you want to, after you've updated your lists options in this tab, you click the box that has the drop down menu and you go data and then data validation. And then you change your criteria. So the cell range this applies to, you can see this says this formula is for cell range in universities tab. excuse me, universities tab, cell K5, which is this one. And then you're going to change your list of criteria. So right now it's in the lists tab and it's looking at cell A2 and cell A3. And we want to update that to include A4 because that's the maybe. So you can either, yeah, so delete this field and then click this 2 by 2 matrix here to select a new data range. So it's going to bring up a box for the data range. So select the data range and then go back to your lists and highlight your options. So now it kind of just knows that this is a range between A2 and A4. Hit OK, hit save, and it's done. So now you have the maybe option. Um, if you rearrange those things, like let's say you wanted maybe between no, I think it would actually, let's just click and drag. I want to see if this works. And then we'll put no here. And then maybe it will change the order of things here. It should. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, and that's because I messed up the data range. So if you want to make changes, the data range should be the same, but if you just change the names instead of clicking and dragging, the dragging part messed it up because it technically moved a cell and that confused the range. But anyways, yeah, so now that's fixed. So yeah, once you've updated that, you can just copy and then paste it where you need it, and that'll be changed. In these other ones, it won't be there. See, I've changed the options to the second option being maybe, and I haven't updated the cell yet, so it doesn't. The option that was previously selected says no, and it's just giving me an error because it doesn't exist in the list. Anyways, I'll change that back. No, maybe. So if you're wanting to do that, then that's how you update the data validation. And then, so just remember, do it for one box, and then copy and paste it where you need it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a bunch of selecting, and it's annoying.